A uniquely awe-inspiring location, Cape Blanco on Oregon's southern coast can be one of the most beautiful places in the world or one of the stormiest, depending on the season and which way the wind blows. As the narrow isthmus of slumping, landslide-prone ground that forms the connection between the Cape and the main terrace continues to erode, Cape Blanco may eventually become simply another sea stack, separated by saltwater from the continent's landmass.
Pleasantly surprised about how wonderful this spot is. Surrounded by the ocean on either side, the Cape just juts out into the ocean. The Cape Blanco Lighthouse is the oldest lighthouse on the Oregon coast. A lot of history here. I did read there are 8 miles of trails, a lot to see and do, 50-something sites here. No tent sites, they're all RV hookup sites. Man, there are some sites overlooking the ocean over there. I don't know if I'm tripping or what, but this just seems like the best state park campground I've ever been to.
Hey, come here. Follow me.
This is one of my favorite things. When you have the Oregon Coast Trail right across from your campsite.
A 2-mile walk along the Oregon Coast Trail leads south from the park to the mouth of the Elk River. The Blanco Reef is a group of irregular rocks and ledges that are from 2 to 5 miles offshore and are up to 149 feet high. Cape Blanco is a prominent 200-foot-high headland named for its striking white chalky cliffs of uplifted marine sediment, first noted by Spanish explorer Martín de Aguilar in 1603. The Cape is the farthest western point of the mainland of Oregon. It is also the second most westerly point of the contiguous United States.
Those birds out there, those are brown pelicans. I've been observing them as they dive into the water. It's pretty cool. They get their wings ready and then they just go straight down, boom, go under. Should be coming up to the Elk River up here. Whoa. Fascinating ambiance here. I've never been anywhere quite like this. Very calm and peaceful, except for the crashing of those waves. Just the movement of this river, it's just really slow. It's got that fog moving slowly over the top of the water. This is otherworldly. It's just a shifting landscape, impermanent. It's one of those places, it just feels like time kind of stands still. It's like, wait, who am I? What am I doing here? From the sky to the sand to the water, it's all just kind of gray. Unique beauty though. quite a scene. Never would have thought I'd be watching a pelican frenzy, checking out awesome waves. Trippy, man. Why is there like a purple hue? Notice that ever since sunset, everything seems a little bit purple. Hope I don't get swept out to sea. Be pelican food. You can see weird things like up ahead. You know, it's probably just some driftwood or something, but it looks like something weird. It's like, what the heck is that? My God, it couldn't be. Oh, driftwood. Oh, there's all kinds of bugs on it. Hopping around. Used to cook. Done. Well, Cape Blanco State Park campground. It's been surreal. Really enjoyed myself here. This spot, wonderful. Birds in my car, you idiot.
Life was different back in 1870 when the lighthouse was constructed. Picture yourself back in time. As a keeper of the lighthouse, you would have other work besides your lighthouse duties. You tend your horses, cattle, and sheep. With no supermarket nearby, you must grow and raise your own food. Imagine growing vegetables in this wind. There is no electricity. You pump water by hand, and cooking is done on a wood-burning stove. Keepers and buildings have come and gone.
Only the wind and the light remain. The Hughes House Trail. Wait just a berry picking minute. 1 gallon per day. Mushrooms and berries. Suzanne is going to be waiting here to weigh my harvest. If it's over 1 gallon, I'm going straight to the slammer. Yeah, there's mushrooms popping up everywhere.
Looks tasty.
Oh, it feels magical. It feels historical. I was just thinking that, yeah, there's nothing compares to an Oregon coast trail. Man. It's a working historic ranch.
On my way to Castle Rock Beach, I encountered a fisherman who explained that the lack of rain had led to the formation of a sandbar at the mouth of the Sixes River. It caused the river to back up and flood the surrounding area. He noticed that my clothes were dry and surmised that I must have come from over the ridge.
Jeez. Ow! Barbed wire.
As he had parked near the boat launch and had to wade through the flooded grasslands to access the beach. He explained that in November when the rain comes, that the river would wash away the sandbar and allow salmon to enter the ocean, making it an area bursting with activity as predators and fishermen flock to the scene.
Do I dare cross the sandbar? Well, I can't resist. I'm going for it. Gonna disturb the flock again. Whoa. Chicka, chicka. Chicka, chicka. When those pelicans were flying right over my head, that was crazy. It was kind of scary. Man, they look like dinosaurs or something. Those things are huge. During the winter, they hang out in Mexico and California. So that's Castle Rock, of course. And over there is Gull Rock. What am I doing out here climbing around on a rock, you might ask yourself? Well, I'm just enjoying the solitude. Aren't many folks out here. There's no one on this entire stretch of beach. And it is glorious. Refreshing though. Fog, filtered sunshine. And of course, I took time just to zone out and take it all in. I love the places that the mind goes if you just allow yourself time just to observe. Just so glad that this place exists. If you got time, you can take the drive, come down here, experience the majesty of the southern Oregon coast. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Cow pie. Oh, that guy talked about getting wet. Now I get it. It all makes sense now. See footprints in the mud from that dude. Bone pile. Whoa, look at that one. Skull. I'm just getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. Just funny, these camp hosts, the people who drive around the golf carts, they're like the same exact prototype. Like every time, I'm like, wait, Steve, weren't you at every other state park I've ever stayed at, driving around in this golf cart, looking over like, You know, there's Steve and Marge, and she's like, meh, 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 meh. And Steve's just kind of gruff and just doing his job, you know. They look over once. Like when I first emerged, they're like, huh? But then after that, they won't look over again. You can gawk at me once, but don't let me catch you gawking multiple times. Nice and peaceful. They were blowing some leaves. You know, Steve walked by. It was almost just like an inactive, just to mess with me. He keeps traipsing by my site with his leaf blower, and he'll just look down and give it a quick blow. You know. There's this guy rolled by in this old like Chevy pickup truck. He was wearing a brown hat, you know, that goes around. He had this big old gray beard. It was like right when I got up, I was going to my car. You know, they're rolling by, and he looks back like this, and there he goes.